What's up, everybody? It's week 7. Holy crap. I hope you all had a great 4th of July, because I know I did. This week for the 4th of July, we were able to go up to Camas, Utah. My family has had property up there since way before I was born. And me and Alyssa, as you can see in these pictures right here, were able to go and enjoy God's country up there. It's always good to get outside too. It's not just only about physical health, but your mental health. So make sure to get outside. That can help with that stuff as well. We also were able to go to the Stadium of Fire. For those of you who don't know about that, it's basically a concert, and then afterwards, there's a huge fireworks show after at the Lavelle Edwards Stadium. Or you could just say the BYU Stadium, but who cares about BYU? Am I right? Something crazy happened at the show, though. Basically, what happened was there was fireworks that kind of went haywire and shot into the crowd. We had one that went over our seats. Nothing happened to us, but there were some people, unlucky people in the crowds, that had to be escorted to the ambulance, and it was very scary for them. But all in all, I think they're all right now. Prayers to them, right? But we were able to listen to the Jonas Brothers, which was awesome. I'd never actually been a fan of the Jonas Brothers, and it's not that I have anything against them, but their concert was awesome. So if you're thinking about doing a Jonas Brothers concert, you should go. So that being said, with the 4th of July and this past week, it was hard getting back into the gym and hard with the diet because you're eating barbecue foods, you're not trying to eat as much, and then not being able to work out consistently every day, like how the 5 days a week that I usually like to do. It was a little bit tough, but I was able to suck it up and just make the most of what I could do. That being said, I am at 191 pounds. Being at 191, I probably could be down to 190 if I just would have trained harder last week. But like I said, life kind of happened to me. I was busy, preoccupied with other things, not being able to focus 100% on my diet and 100% on my workout routine. And that's going to happen with everybody, right? Not every single week is going to be the best week. Fit it in where you can, and just take a week like that week, brush it off. It was a holiday week. Okay, so what? I ate a couple sugars here. Refocus the next week. It's not going to hurt you. Just dive deeper into the process the following week. Goals for this week. So I'm going to try my hardest to get down to 189. I know that's 2 pounds, but I'm just trying to push it even more, especially with my cardio. I've been doing 20 minutes every day on the Stairmaster and trying to burn 300 calories on that baby. And let me tell you, it is the most mentally draining thing that I've done in a really long time. And I say that because every time I get on the Stairmaster, I'm just okay, I'm only going to be on here for 10 to 15 minutes, even though I know I should do it for 20. And then I have to mentally push through the 10 and 15 minutes to get to the 20 minutes. And like I said, it's tough. If you've read the book Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins, you know what I'm doing is just for pussies. So it's not even that hard. I'm just making it hard in my brain. We tell ourselves that, oh yeah, I'm only going to be doing this for a couple more minutes, but we leave gas still in the tank. And if you're not leaving the gym exhausted, or you didn't try your hardest, at least you're leaving so many more gains on the table. And I just think it's not the most optimal thing to do. If you can walk another 5 minutes on the Stairmaster, you better damn well be walking on the Stairmaster for another 5 minutes. Get on that bitch and start walking that extra 5 minutes. And trust me, you're going to see a difference physically, obviously, but also mentally, you're going to be like, I can do hard things. This is going to be more of a special episode. Today, we're going to introduce my wife, and I have a couple questions that I like to ask her. I want to introduce you guys to Young Fit Mom, our Alyssa Young. So here she is. Babe, sorry,
What's up?
we kind of zoomed in. Yeah, this is my wife, Alyssa. So introduce yourself to the Young Fit Dad crowd.
Okay. My name is Alyssa. Riley and I have been married for 3 years, and we met in
Great
high
years.
school, and we started dating after he got home from his LDS mission.
She thought
Uh,
I was pretty cute.
I thought you were pretty cute coming home.
Yeah, I'm not as cute now, right? Because I got all
No,
this
you're
weight.
so cute.
Okay, Liz. So first of all, what do you think of me doing this YouTube channel and doing this fitness stuff?
I think it's awesome. Riley's always wanted to document his fitness journey, and not necessarily like on YouTube or Instagram. He just wanted to document it for himself. I don't know, it's kind of fun for us to do it together. I kind of help him edit his videos and I
She's
watch
the best
them and
editor.
kind of help him and give him advice here and there. But it's been really fun, and like I think it motivates him to see his progress documented.
That's
So
for sure.
I think it's awesome. That's my answer.
Awesome. No, thank you. The second question to that is like, how has me doing this like changed like your lifestyle?
Yeah. Well, before we got married, I would go to the gym here and there, but I just wasn't much of a gym goer. I didn't know any of the terminology. I didn't know the weightlifting forms or any of that.
A
And so
newbie.
I felt very insecure in the gym, and I hated that. I didn't like going because I felt like everyone was watching me when really nobody was watching me. After our accident that Riley kind of talked about previously, we we had always been saying we were going to go to the gym together, and we just never did it. And so we decided after the accident that that was going to be a priority for us. And so Riley would spend probably 20 minutes with me in the gym, just showing me better form and ideas of things to do to work out certain body parts and muscles. And so that helped me build confidence in the gym. So that's kind of the backstory. And then just with his YouTube channel and his Instagram and everything, um, it's kind of made me want to pursue my own goals with him doing his thing. So I signed up for a half marathon,
Hell
which
yeah, let's
I've
go!
never done before. But in Utah, that's like everybody does a half marathon.
Yeah, that is true. Everybody has like a bumper sticker.
Have a lot of runners, and we have a lot of
Like,
bike racers. Is
yeah,
that a way to put it? What are they
yeah,
called?
yeah, bikers.
Bikers, yeah. I have a lot of those in Utah, so it's not really cool that I'm doing this, but for me, it's a big deal. For
It's a
me,
huge deal.
it's
Yeah.
something that I've always wanted to do, and because he's been pursuing his goals and following through with it, it kind of has made me want to do that.
Already got one person out here doing their best. So if it's just her that I'm helping out, great. Like that's kind of my goal of this whole entire thing. So talking about postpartum, yeah, how has that been? And like for you, like with your fitness goals, like how has that like been for you mentally, physically? Like how's that like been for you?
Yeah. So I ended up having a C-section, which was not planned. And so the recovery for a C-section is a little bit longer and a little bit harder. Luckily, my recovery wasn't bad personally. I know of a lot of people who have a really hard time. Um, and I didn't start working out until 2 months after having Lane. So my first workout, I remember I told Riley I'm gonna go run a couple miles. I only did one, and I was really upset because I had already signed up for the half marathon, and I just was like, "Oh my gosh!" But I had until July to start my like real training, so I knew I just needed to pace myself. When you have a C-section, you have a pretty big incision in your lower abdomen, and
Yeah.
it kind of creates this like pouch almost down in your lower
I'd say so.
abdomen,
Yeah.
and it takes a little bit longer to go down than like a regular birth, and so that was kind of tough on me mentally because I've never had that before. It was really frustrating. And I wanted to get rid of my maternity clothes as soon as possible, and I wasn't able to do that, and so that was frustrating. But now, 2 months postpartum, I was 137 pounds. Now I'm 129 pounds. Guys lose weight a lot faster than girls, and especially with postpartum, all your hormones are crazy. Your body is trying to recover from something so significant, and it's a little bit different. So, what's it been like from your perspective, though?
From my
Like
perspective,
watching me before having a baby and now after having a baby.
you have been even more motivated, if that makes sense. Maybe you don't see it that way, but since you have gone through all this stuff, I think you've realized, like, oh, I need to spend more time or carve time out of my day to make health a priority and to get your body back to where you want it to be, right? I can totally tell that your mentality has like gotten a lot stronger. And
That's
so,
nice. Thank you.
yeah. So, since this is also another like I'm documenting this for future kids.
Yeah.
Like, what is something that you would like our kids to take from these videos or just take from mine and your example, like about fitness? What would you like them to do in their lives?
Oh, it makes me kind of emotional thinking about it. I just want them to know that they can do anything. And like I never thought I would be like a big gym goer. Like I grew up doing tons of sports, but it just wasn't like something that I was interested or knew much about. And so our kids can really learn any skill or excel in anything if they really focus on it. With fitness, it's an ongoing thing. You're not going to just like hit your goal and then it's easy to maintain. It's actually like you still have to put an effort
Yeah.
to maintain what you built. And I just want Lane to be able to watch us and know, and also watch us growing up. Like, not just in these videos, but I want it to be a constant thing that, like, we take our health seriously and we take our exercise seriously, and we can make it fun and not just something that you dread. But yeah.
Oh, I love that answer. I just want them to know I think you can learn a lot by just doing hard things, even outside of the gym. If you want to learn something like being an engineer or whatever it is. And so for our kids, like, yeah, it's just like it'll be an expectation for them to do hard things and be able to make the better choice and
Yeah.
just try their hardest. And this not only hardest, but like be the smartest they can possibly be.
Yeah. Like working out is the most humbling experience because you may feel good about yourself and then you go to the gym and you compare and you see
the
other
dude with
people.
a 12-pack.
There's always going to be someone better than you at something. Like I said, I did tons of sports growing up. I was never the best on the team. I was decent, but I was never the best in anything. And there's always going to be someone to look ahead to, and it's humbling because then you're not
Stagnant.
yeah, and you're not content with where you're at. You're always wanting to do better. And so that's something that I want our kids to do too.
Never stay content, you guys. Always try to do the harder thing. Go get your education. Go get that trades job. Read that book. Study that for that test. Do whatever you need to do to be the best version of yourself.
Okay, I have another question for you.
Oh, I guess it's turned into a question for me.
Okay, what's something that you would have changed growing up in your fitness journey?
Something.
And I'm kind of talking like teenage years. Like, what's something that you wish you would have changed or done differently?
Because I loved weightlifting at like the high school gym, but I feel like I could have been going there like more than 3 times a week. So I wish I would have probably spent more time in the gym, if that makes sense. I also wish I would have studied more about nutrition and stuff being that young. Like obviously we had YouTube around that time, but like I didn't really focus on that because I don't know. I just want to lift weights, you know.
Want to get big.
You want to get big. So I did eat a lot of food, right? But like, I wish I would have focused more on eating all the right foods. Not that my family was bad, but like, there are some things that I wish I didn't eat growing up. And that's mostly to do with just having a lot of soda when I was a kid and eating the whole sleeve of Kit Kats. And that's all my fault, right? That's not my parents' fault.
Who doesn't love Kit
Yeah.
Kats?
But like, I could eat a whole sleeve. So yeah. I would stay at 180 and it wasn't even hard. And now I'm trying to get back down to 180 and be shredded. Well, Liz, I'm so glad you came on this episode, and
It's been an honor.
and I hope to have you on here more than just once. Like, I want to make this more frequent, you being on here and just talking about things. But is there anything you would like to say to everybody out there?
Just don't be hard on yourself, because I feel like I get really hard on myself. Especially being a girl, there's just so many things to compare. Like, I may not be at my goal weight right now, but I feel like I'm getting more comfortable and more confident. Keep going. And if you have a little bit of too much sugar one week, like when we were in Lake Powell, I overate for sure. But then coming back and getting back into it, I feel better. I have more energy. And I just know, yeah, that sugar's not good for me right now. So
yeah. And it's okay if you do like once a week, but like get back to what you're doing.
Yeah.
It's not gonna hurt you.
And that's the thing, is I just need to realize, like, I can't like talk down to myself for just having like a cookie or something.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
You only live once, guys.
Yeah. That's my advice.
Well, thank you.
Awesome.
All right, guys. Well, this has been a great week 7. Please, if you like this video, like, subscribe, throw in some comments. Yeah, I love you guys. Take care. And like I said, just do hard things. You can do it. Love you.
See you next week.
See you next week on week 8. Love you guys.